From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, happy Tuesday morning to you. I want to tell you about the free mobile app for your Apple iPhone or for your Android. You can go to the App Store or Google Play, search for Weather NorCal. You'll find the app, and it looks just like that. Look for that logo right there and download it. And it's free. You don't have to pay a thing for it. All of the information, everything that Weather NorCal offers is right here in the app. The regular video updates, these 24-hour streaming channels available on there. Your neighborhood forecasts are available on there. Hourly updates, hourly forecast, your 7-day forecast, not to mention the special programming, such as Turtle Bay, Wonderful World of Animals, Pet of the Week, and there will be more special programming in the months to come. So be on the lookout for that. Search for that Weather NorCal in your App Store or your Google Play Store, and you're good to go. It's a free app. I think you're going to like it because it's local. It's your personalized local app for the weather for all of Northern California. And when I say Northern California, not the Bay Area, not Sacramento, but the North Coast, the North State, the mountains of Northern California. You know what I'm talking about. You know where Northern California is. All right, so no big changes through the weekend with highs slightly above normal this weekend. Of course, that's mainly for the inland areas and not to mention Trinity County. So a little bit warmer than it was last week and rain possibly by next week. But until then, it looks to remain dry. Don't want to talk about the smoke forecast because that's still a bit of an issue here. As we go through the afternoon, we'll probably see some of that smoke clear off for some, especially places like Hoopa. But western Siskiyou, northern Trinity County, still seeing some of that haze and smoke even this afternoon. And then we'll kind of see it push down to the south. So places like Hayfork, southern Trinity County, could see some more smoke, haze as we go into Wednesday morning. So we're still seeing some of that smoke from the Smith River complex that will continue to create hazy and smoky conditions in the days to come. So there you can see the haze, some of that smoke we're seeing inland. Otherwise, temperatures in the mid-60s for the coast, upper 80s inland. Could see some haze and some smoke for places like Trinity County. Otherwise, sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-80s for your Tuesday. We take a look at your forecast for today. There are some of the clouds we can see develop here for northern Trinity County. Otherwise, sunny skies inland, minus, of course, that haze. Could see some clearing even for the coast, but some areas may have a tough time clearing out even for your Wednesday afternoon. Long range, still looking dry. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. See a little pop up there, but for the most part, best chances do look to be to the east of us in the eastern mountains come Monday. And then Tuesday of next week, we're seeing some potential. This is not very promising. When you look at this, you go, oh, it doesn't look very promising. But what the forecast model is picking up on for next week is number one, cooler temperatures. We're going to notice that. Number two, more cloud cover. That could potentially mean the potential for some rain as well. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. If you have outdoor plans in next week, you're going to need to keep a close eye on the forecast because you may start to see better chances for rain as we start going into early next week. Temperature-wise, a bit of a mini heat wave, if you will, going into Thursday. So today we'll actually see temperatures drop slightly before they start to go back up to the low 90s for places like Weaverville, but I think even some mid to upper 90s for some of the inland areas like Hoopa and Willow Creek. And then temperatures will start to drop again going into the weekend and early next week. Your wave heights for today should be somewhere around 6 feet, obviously not as bad as you're heading along the immediate coast. We take you into your Wednesday. They're actually beginning to increase 8 to 9 feet. So be aware of that if you do need to be out on your boat on Wednesday. The wave heights, that is, are expected to be higher. Winds for today from the north at 5 to 15 knots. Waves from the northwest at 6 feet at 6 seconds. Your low tide will be at 5:20 this morning, and if you're already watching this, then you're going to have to wait until that high tide at about 12:17 this afternoon at 5.9 feet. Your sunrise was at 6:53 this morning. Again, depends on when you're watching this. And your sunset at 7:32 this evening with some of that patchy fog out there. Let's take a look at our forecast for today. You can see those temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the cooler spots like Ruth at about 78. Upper 80s for Hoopa and Willow Creek. Mid 80s out in Garberville and mid 60s once again for the immediate coast. Looking at your 7-day outlook, we've got those temperatures warming up, especially by Thursday. We've got dry conditions, temperatures cooling off a little bit here as we go into the second half of the weekend and early next week. Here's your 7-day outlook for Eureka. Temperatures actually spiking on Wednesday and Thursday, upper 60s, and then we're back in the mid 60s by Friday through the weekend.